Welcome to Crypto Smasher. Here we do deep dives into all things crypto. If you want to stay informed of our content, then be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Full disclaimer, nothing in this video or other content on this channel is created as investment advice, only purely for informative purposes. Following the recent resignation of Ryan Arriaga of Safemoon, I looked to the Safemoon's Reddit community for some context on the resignation or termination. Today I will be presenting some of the comments that provide some perspective on the matter and also perhaps some insight on how this could impact Safemoon moving forward. So with all that said, let's get into the comments. Comment 1. Not hard to piece some of it together. 1. One way or another, Ryan was scheduled to be let go or resign after birthday month. The reasons are unclear, but his tweets about only working for a company that XYZ and if not he will pursue other opportunities clearly signaled something was brewing. Then he sends a tweet that March 31st will be his last day. 2. This disclosure that his last day was going to be March 31st was not supposed to be made public. The plan was probably to get through birthday month and then have a more amicable departure. But the tweet was a clear breach of trust and it forced John's hand and earned Ryan immediate termination and the stern words about violating company ethics, etc. Who knows why, but it does appear that Ryan's exit was already planned anyway, he just jumped the gun. Ryan claimed his tweet proved he resigned first, maybe the original plan, but his tweet said he was leaving the 31st, so yeah, it was a termination. I really liked his drive and passion and appreciated the public face he gave to Safemoon. So it's sad to see it end like this, but I think the pieces were already in motion to bring in the next phase of Safemoon development. It's my own opinion, but I think Carney is single-mindedly all in on the venture philanthropy direction of Safemoon as a project. A perfect example is the freedom of the unbanked, green energy trade, the Gambia. So whoever is still in, you better be aligned to that vision because he's shown he'll go to whatever lengths needed to push that vision forward. If you weren't a venture philanthropist before, you are one now. Early devs definitely had different objectives. Who knows what vision differences Ryan may have had. Ryan was definitely pushing cross-chain utility and POS, but like the other devs, seldom talked much about the things John gets passionate about. And he made a couple big promises to fix losses from V2 and claims such as blockchain that may have pushed it and led to some hot water. Who knows what the differences he and Carney had. Maybe Carney has some blind spots too. I may be naive to do so, but I think both of them are earnestly trying to do the best by Safemoon and I thank them for that. Comment 2. I'm not going to hold it against either of them. Internal politics in these projects can be issues. People always have personal ambitions. When disagreements come up in direction, people often try to rally others to their side to strengthen their positions. And after people have made all that effort, if it doesn't go their way or if they feel their voices aren't being heard, sometimes emotions run high. It's disappointing to see Ryan go because I think he has generally been good for the community. The timing of his tweets yesterday and today seemed out of character for him though. He basically did it right in the middle of a crucial stretch and during the middle of a birthday month. That's hard to respect, but again I won't hold it against him too much because if this was a forced issue, if he made a power play and John didn't buy it and they then agreed Ryan would be leaving at the end of the month, he is going to have some negative emotions. He's going to feel rejected. Want to prove people wrong. Want to get his side of the story out there, because in truth he'll be working on something else in the near future and the first thing anyone is going to ask him will be, why did your last job? Then from John's perspective, if they had already got to this point and Ryan said he was going to leave on the 31st, flip side to that was that Ryan had a forced resignation, but then John saw Ryan going on to Twitter Spaces, and making passive-aggressive comments on Twitter during a crucial time for them, then he may have been hit by the same issues above. He may have felt that Ryan tried to throw them under the bus to get ahead of the story and that he at the bare minimum could have waited until after the router upgrade and cross-chain before doing something like that. And he likely felt he had to put something out now to prevent this from spinning out of control. Comment 3. Hey, I have been as harsh as anyone toward holding Safemoon leadership accountable for truthful information, meeting timelines, delivering products and being generally professional. No one really knows what went on behind the scenes here and time will tell the tale, maybe. But I really like the way that Carney has professionally addressed this situation, straightforward, timely, and not pulling any punches. He gained back a little bit of respect from me today and how he handled this situation. Safemoon dipped today and I bought more. I am looking at this as a buying opportunity. Who knows if it will be the right move, but my gut is usually right. I'm bullish right now on the project. Comment 4. Why is everyone leaving if this project is going to change the world? Glad I sold when I did. I may buy back if there is ever anything concrete. It's been nothing but empty promises. Comment 5. The bottom line is this is a problem with John's leadership. If you can't hire anyone who seems to last more than 3 to 6 months before betrayal or actively, willfully going against company policy, that's on you. This is not normal for any respectable company and John needs to know he's not well respected by the Safemoon army. Respect is earned. So far he's been incompetent, there is no better word for him than that. Comment 6. Everyone please understand before you go into crisis mode. It's highly probable Safemoon has brought in venture capitalists to fund this startup. When venture capitalists invest in a startup, they form a board. The board has the power to steer the company in the right direction, with leadership of their choice. For those unfamiliar with the workings of the business world, this is absolutely a startup, with serious tech being innovated and eventually deployed. With the recent departure of Charles, and now apparently Ryan, this is likely the growing pains of a startup, being managed by extremely high net worth individuals. It's not uncommon for venture capitalists to remove unfit leadership if their visions don't align with the success of the company. We as investors have got to stop putting leadership on a pedestal. There is a huge amount of turnover in a startup. Venture capitalists even have the power to remove the CEO. Although we liked Ryan, he very well may not have been suitable for his role leading a company worth tens of millions in a year. Think of companies such as Theranos, once valued at $9 billion. If you know the story of Theranos tech startup, the board attempted to remove Elizabeth Holmes unsuccessfully, and ultimately the company failed and Elizabeth Holmes is facing jail for defrauding investors. I bring this up to point out the good in all of this. Charles is out. Ryan is likely out. Serious decisions are being made for the vision of this company, and its investors. A little bit of a silver lining here in all the clouds. Comment 7. At what point is Safemoon's turnover rate for employees gonna be a concern? That's the end of the comment analysis. Many thanks for your time. See you in the next video.